Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing a review of GCSE, RE, RS, Religious Education, Religious Study, whatever you call it at your school. Firstly, I do need to say that this is just my opinion. This isn't how everyone else thinks. This is just me as an individual, how I feel about this subject. And actually, I will say one thing to start off with. I am Christian. So at the end, I'm going to get my atheist friend to give his opinion on the subject. So because I go to a Catholic school, I had to do RE, and I had to do RE GCSE, and everyone else who does go to my school has done RE since year 7. For some reason, people just don't seem to like it. They don't seem, I think most of the people that go to my school are atheists. I don't think that because you're an atheist, you should completely dislike RE, because RE isn't all about Catholicism. It's actually about either Islam or Judaism. I remember there was this one lesson which we even did about Buddhism, Hinduism, Sikhism, and I found that really interesting. Even as a Christian myself, I did really enjoy those lessons to learn about other religions. And it's just, I feel like people do shit on RE quite a bit, to be honest, because I remember when I was asking people what they were going to study for in their GCSEs, they all said that they weren't going to study for RE, even though they did do it in the end, but it took them a really long time to actually bother revising RE, and that's what I think is the beauty of RE. When you do it, most people don't bother learning it. So when you learn it and when you put that little bit of effort into it, you can do really, really well. And it's actually not that hard to get your head around it. And about halfway through year 11, we got a different teacher. And that teacher, what he did at the end of every single lesson was he would do a thing called a philosophy stimulus, which would be really interesting. And he would just get us to think about all these different things. And most of the times we get to do really interesting debates about things. And that is actually a part of RE. I believe if you go to the end of the AQA book, there are like questions about stuff like abortion, gay marriage, and you look into that. And again, in my opinion, that is interesting, and that isn't just Bible bashing, pure Catholicism and Christianity on you. This is just an actual genuine debate. And in the test, you do get to give your own opinion. You do get to say how you feel. You have to give both sides, and you have to give a justified conclusion. And to the justified conclusion, you can always be true to how you think. If you believe a certain thing, you always get to write that on it. You know, I had my views, everyone else would have different views on it. The bit that I found really difficult was the Judaism bit, because for the Judaism bit, and I know that I don't think everyone would do this. I think some people would do like Islam instead of Judaism. And I don't even know if everyone who does RE does Judaism. But learning all of the Hebrew words like Yom Kippur, like I've forgotten already. The Aaron something, shit, what else is there? Kosher, you got kosher, everyone knows about kosher meat, but like, fuck. And all of these complicated words, so having to remember them it can be a little bit challenging. Last day before exams, you just have everyone asking each other, oh yeah, ask me this, ask me that, to make sure that they know it, because Hebrew is obviously another language, and it doesn't really connect much to English, like some other languages do. So that's the problem. Other than that, the Christianity bit, it's pretty easy to get your head around, like the Trinity, triune God, and then you learn about eschatology, which is what happens at the end of life, which is very, very interesting.
Subject. I forgot to say subject.
So most of these things for me, I do like them. And it's just not all of it is purely Christianity based. Quite a lot of it is just opinion based and ethically based, if that's a word. So it's just about thinking about issues in general, not just RE. And that's the beauty of RE. That's what I think that quite a few people miss about it. Even as, I'm not an atheist myself, but I believe that, my friend might prove me wrong, but even as an atheist, you do have a place in RE to say your own opinions and to say how you think. And your opinions are always welcome. It's not just, this is what you have to say, and if you don't say this, you're wrong. You're always welcome to give in your own opinions. So I think it feels inclusive to everyone, regardless of what religion you are. And also, some people might think that something that would be difficult about RE is remembering the Bible quotes and the Bible teachings that you have to refer to. Literally, I told my friends, I gave them 2 examples of things that they needed to memorize, and I told them, if you memorize this, I guarantee you can use this at least 4 times when you're writing essays. And actually, what came up on the GCSE could be used in that instance when I talked about the image of God. The image of God, you can talk about it with pretty much anything. You can talk about it to abortion, you can talk about it to murder, you can talk about it in euthanasia. So there's just these like certain teachings that you can learn. Love thy neighbor, everyone knows love thy neighbor as well. So if you just learn these certain things, then it's just really not that difficult to get the extra marks for like the teachings and stuff like that. So just quickly, here's my atheist mate's opinion on RE.
Me personally, I never really took much of an interest in RE. Right from day one, I sort of saw it as a piss about lesson, chat with your mates sort of thing. Yeah, I think that's because I'm quite a factual person. I like learning facts because that's sort of what interests me more. I like science, I like history, that's all very factual. Whereas RE is very opinion based. It's all based around faith basically. And yeah, pretty much.
I found RE to be quite an easy and, in my opinion, quite an enjoyable subject. Subjects that many people wouldn't really like. They just think that it's Bible bashing or these things that only Christians would be able to relate with. But that's not what I thought. So with all that being said, RE is a good subject. It's not that bad of a subject, okay? Everyone thinks it's shit. It's really not that bad. Just try to get into it. Because in my school, in most RE lessons, people just piss around. So if you're to concentrate in it for a little bit, then maybe you're going to find it a little bit easier than what it is. And actually, even if you go home and you revise, you're going to see how easy it is to grasp RE. So I'm going to be rating this an 8.5.
Just remember, guys, that this is my opinion, but I am interested to hear what you guys have to say about the subjects as well. So let me know in the comments what you think.